gather up the fragments that are left over so that nothing will be wasted. Those are Jesus' words to his disciples in the gospel that we just heard proclaimed. Are they advice to avoid wastefulness, as in let nothing be tossed away? Sure, nothing that God has created, including the food from the miracle of the loaves and the fishes, nothing should be taken for granted. But I think there's another message in Jesus' command. It is this: every fragment matters. Every fragment, every person, every soul. Nothing and no one should go to waste. Nothing and no one should be lost. Who are the fragments left over? They are the broken. For example, those people standing at intersections begging for food or work. I don't see them in Perrysburg, but take a 13-mile trip to Toledo. They are there. And not just in downtown. They're not all poor. Some of them are drug addicts. Still, there they are. Children of God, forgotten, abandoned, unloved. The young, the old, unemployed or unemployable. The sick, the weak, unattractive, unsuccessful, unwanted. Of course, we don't need to travel 13 miles to Toledo to discover brokenness. All we have to do is travel 13 inches. 13 inches is the average length between a person's head and a person's heart. Yes, I Googled it. We have broken hearts and broken hopes. We face injustices, misunderstandings, stereotypes. Childhood experiences may have broken us. Some feel broken because of a loss. Home, job, spouse. Our brokenness is the bad news. The good news is this: Jesus Christ spent his years on this earth gathering up fragments, healing them, saving them. He told his disciples to do the same, and they did. And so did Christian men and women throughout the centuries right up to today. The words we hear in this gospel point us broken people toward our worthiness. They are words that heal us, uplift us, fill us with hope. gather up the fragments left over so that nothing will be lost. Nothing and no one should be wasted, forgotten, lost. God values everyone and everything, no matter how small, how fractured, how imperfect. The miracle of the multiplication of the loaves and the fishes serves to remind us of God's limitless love for us and mercy towards us. In God's eyes, we are whole just the way we are. Today's gospel is comforting, yes, but it is also challenging. Us Catholic Christians are called to follow the example of Jesus, the example of his disciples, the example of those who followed. Are we willing to love each other, the whole as well as the broken? Are we willing to love each other as unconditionally and generously as God loves? God's love and mercy feed us all as we prepare to receive God's love once again in this miraculous gift of the Eucharist. Let us remember, by God's grace, nothing should be lost. No one should go to waste.